Hello, everyone. So it seems like this is going to be the right format. Sorry for eschewing the Friday episode. That's going to happen sometimes. There's nothing really I can do about that. So today we're going to be talking about the debt ceiling. We're going to be reviewing the government shutdown. We're going to be talking about the new Federal Reserve nomination, and we're going to be discussing Syria very briefly. With the debt ceiling debate, I'm not going to make much of an effort to be neutral right now because because most debates will have a possibly right side and then another possibly right side. This has a right side and a catastrophic side. So the debt ceiling is the amount of debt that the Treasury is able to take on based on what debts have been incurred. Right now, the debt ceiling is at $16.999 trillion, and the suggested increase in the debt ceiling is suggested to take it to $17.999 trillion. But let's go back to what it is first. So after Congress passes appropriations bills, the Treasury has a responsibility to find a way to pay for them, and that involves taking out debt. And the amount of debt that gets passed is controlled by how much gets appropriated, but the debt ceiling is a limit on how much debt the Treasury can take out. So if the debt ceiling does not get raised, the Treasury will not have the ability to take out any debt to pay for things that Congress has already authorized, and the nation's fiscal situation will deteriorate rapidly and horrendously as a result. I cannot sugarcoat this. This is going to be a disaster. The full faith and credit of U.S. debts would be gone. Any faith that the U.S. would be able to pay their debts would be gone. And I just can't state it enough. It's tragic that we've been reduced to making this a debate. I can't really say much more about that, because yeah. So our options are we can raise the debt ceiling or we can not raise the debt ceiling. Those are the basic options. But what House Republicans want is a debt ceiling increase that comes with a series of demands, including a delay of Obamacare, changes to birth control legislation, a series of other demands, including the Keystone Pipeline, and a baby's arm holding an apple. So that's where the Republicans stand, and the Democrats just want a clean debt ceiling increase, one that John Boehner will not bring to the floor because of the Hastert rule, which I discussed in the last episode. So moving on to the government shutdown from there, first, one piece of good news on the shutdown, and then it's all bad news from there, is that federal workers are now going to receive back pay, which means that after the shutdown ends, they are going to receive the pay that they lost as a result of the shutdown, which is not ideal, but it's better than it could have been. So the Democrats have had before the shutdown happened, requested that Republicans come to negotiate over 20 times, and the Republicans said no every time because they were not willing to compromise on any issues regarding the government shutdown. And now the Republican strategy is to invite the Democrats to negotiate, request that to which the Democrats have not been particularly open, and so that's where we stand on that. That's probably not going to move anytime until the debt ceiling. If I had to make a prediction right now, what's probably going to happen is that the Democrats are going to cave on either the debt ceiling or the government shutdown, and delay Obamacare as a result. But I don't know. In slightly better news, the Federal Reserve nominated Janet Yellen Obama nominated Janet Yellen as the chairman of the Federal Reserve. Sorry, that sentence structure was, yeah. So Obama nominated Janet Yellen, who is the current vice chair of the Federal Reserve, to be the chairwoman of the Federal Reserve. It's the first time that the Fed has had a woman at its helm, and Yellen is expected to continue a lot of the policies that Obama has endorsed. Expect a lengthy confirmation battle once these issues are all sorted out. In terms of Syria, there was news on that front. Ban Ki-moon, who's the UN Secretary General, announced that the UN is going to lead a 100-person chemical weapons diffusion diffusion's not the right word, but it's the word I'm using, of series chemical weapons by mid-2014 that is going to be based out of Cyprus. So, shorter episode today, and I'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.